Hello traders, and welcome to this new daily market update. I'm getting used, to this presentation, and I'm getting, I'm getting more and more comfortable saying it. So it looks like today, it went smoothly. I hope that you are doing very good and that you are doing okay and that you are having a wonderful one Monday. And I hope that you've made money today, or at least, saved your capital. Anyways, let's get started. So my name is Mehdi and I do 5 technical analysis videos per day. This is the only channel where you see someone doing pure technical analysis based on levels of support and resistance and based on data that we have on the screens. I mean, things that we can use and that we can use with confidence, not trying to guess what the market is going to do. We are just trying to see, depending on the different levels, where the market can sit. Well, I mainly trade the DAX. Today's session was very hard. I started with a loss of around $400, so I lost 387, and then I had to trade, during the day, on and off, and then I'm ending the day with meager, but it's better than nothing. 53 dollars. Okay. I have better days, but today I had things to do and I couldn't trade the whole day, so I just wanted, just to recoup my losses and to be at least a little bit on the green side. So it's mission accomplished, I can say. But there are days where I can make up to 1,000, 2,000, even 3,000. I had one day doing $3,000. So I I got past this phase where I'm worried about the money I'm making on the markets, and I am I went through this phase where I'm trying to make a fixed amount per day. So today was hard. It was a very hard day. Why? Because we had this huge gap down, and the price seemed to be stuck. Price seemed to want to continue lower. So it wasn't easy at all, and I was trying to buy. So most of my trades were buys because I didn't see any opportunity to sell, because we didn't break the low of that formed during the night or during the Asian session. So I couldn't find a decisive opportunity where to sell, especially that I was thinking that price might get back and at least correct this whole move down. Because my plan, the thing that I discussed during the weekend for the DAX. So the trade setup for the DAX, unfortunately it didn't materialize. Why? Because we had this gap down. So I was saying that we should have price move much lower. So I said to wait for correction and then to sell again, because I was seeing that the sell potential, or at least the correction potential, was still there. Unfortunately, we opened with a gap. So unless you have kept your position open during the weekend, you didn't have an opportunity really to sell. Okay, let's get started, and let's do a quick recap of the euro. So the euro is getting close to, as you can see, a major a major trend line. Also, it's getting close to a major level and a major zone. So if you want to buy, you have you have you have your you are still in an uptrend, but I see that, you know, like the corrective move is not complete, and I would wait for, you know, like at least a measured move, because right now we don't have a measured move and we have a pretty, you know, like strong move down. So you would wait for a measured move at least, you know, like even if price closes below the trend line, I would prefer, you know, like price to close even below the trend line, because crossing at the trend line would be a little bit risky to me. I wouldn't take it. Why? Because, you know, like uh, we might have, you know, like this zone is a zone. If you know, this zone is something that I teach, or I teach and I use very frequently. So this zone, I call it an equilibrium zone. So this is a zone where price, you know, like where buyers and sellers are, where there are lots of transactions of buy and sell, buy and sell, buy and sell. Talking about this zone. Okay, let me show you. So it's this one. Okay, where you have a very narrow range before, you know, like before you get, you know, like a fake out. So what is the fake out? It's, you know, like institutions taking out, you know, like all the taking out stop losses, and then you have your real move. So here institutions are, I don't say the word, retail traders. So they are butchering retail traders at this level. So that's why we have this week. So the explanation of the week, if you are wondering why we have this week, I mean, you would say that this is an irregularity, but in fact, this is a very bullish signal that would give, you know, like 90 plus, I mean, certitude, or, you know, like confidence in your trade to the upside. I mean, this week, especially after, you know, like having price, you know, like range in this zone. So why I'm talking about what just happened, because this is the most interesting, because right now I don't see anything really interesting. But as I know you guys, you know, like lots of you, you know, like trade the Euro USD, so I wanted at least, you know, like to give you my thoughts of about this pair. What I'm saying is that if price comes here, I mean, in this equilibrium zone, which we are going to have, you know, like price react to this zone, but I would advise you, to be careful, and not to especially, you know, like buy. So even if we get, you know, like price to go here, I would advise you not to buy, even if price, you know, like would you know, like break out this zone from the upside. So I would like to see price, you know, like even close higher than this. So I would like price even to close, you know, like at this level. Okay, so this level, I would like price to close at this level to maybe have a continuation. Let's see if, you know, like Fibonacci is giving us or providing us with a little bit more information, or at least, you know, like what kind of retracement, what level of retracement is more likely. Let's use Fibonacci. So let's see where we can get. So right now we are at the 50%. So we get, oh, we are just below the 38.2%. Sorry, it's inverted, but anyways, it doesn't matter because it's the same line, and from one side or the other. Anyways, so here we have the 38.2% Fibonacci. So we are below it, meaning that we might, you know, like price might continue lower. Yeah, so here we have a zone where we have you know, like this zone is the zone of, you know, like the 61.8% Fibonacci retracement, but I don't like it really, because we would get, you know, like very close to the low, meaning that we might have a continuation. So if we close below it, below this zone, I would sell, you know, like I would sell again to this level. But if we close here, I would buy. I mean, here I would buy, and here I would sell. But I'm not going to do anything if it's here, unless I'm doing just, you know, like quick trades, or maybe London breakout strategies, you know, like where I would just, you know, like try to make, you know, like 10 pips or anything, you know, like below, or at maximum I would be just aiming for 10 pips trades. So in that case, it's very likely that you can find trades. You just have, you know, like to be aware of the levels that you have here. So Fibonacci plus, you know, like the purple line, this purple line, plus, you know, like this level of, you know, like this how we call it, yeah, this equilibrium zone, and then the golden ratio of 61.8. Okay, so that this is it. I don't have anything yet, so maybe tomorrow we'll have, you know, like something better, because I prefer to give, you know, like longer term trades. Today we are in an indecision area, so things can become, you know, like a little bit hairy if you try to trade it too fast. Because I could also, you know, like just, you know, like draw this, let's say, this trend line and say, okay, so if we break this trend line, but still, you know, like still it's not beautiful. It's not a beautiful setup. I mean, if price could do this, but you have to be careful for all. Why I'm saying this? Because I don't know your level. I mean, I'm talking, but I don't know your level. So can you really trade this to the upside like this? I mean, wait for it to, you know, like to break this trend line and then trade it. If you can go for it, but wait for confirmation. Okay. So I'll talk to you very soon, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. If you can share these videos, you know, like in your Facebook, in Instagram, anywhere, please share these videos and get to help someone that is really helping you. I mean, that is really helping you and giving you like ideas.